I think it's challenging because men are not taken seriously with that. It's, well, why didn't you fight back? Why, how did you let her? I'm Dr. Gail Samples, and I'm the chairperson for Human Development and Psychology major at Life Pacific College.
Yes, I'm Dr. Eric Lopez. I'm the Assistant Professor of Biblical Studies and Historical Theology at Life Pacific College, soon to be University.
I think masculinity is probably not so much biological, although that's a component of it, but I think it's probably more an inward construct. I think people feel masculine, and I think that probably impacts both male and females. But I think it's more of a more of the way someone sees themselves, I think.
What does the Bible say about X, Y, Z? And of course, as somebody who does biblical studies and does historical theology, there's challenges to that because the biblical world and the Bible don't always answer those questions in exactly the way we want them to. Partly because we're dealing with concepts that are ours, from our day and age, and the way we understand those concepts.
I think for males, society views it very positively. We expect men to look masculine, so outwardly their appearance, to be a certain size, to have, muscles that show, to be big, and so to look masculine, and then to act masculine, to be interested in masculine types of things like sports. And sports is probably the biggest one. To be aggressive, like in their career or in their job pursuits. To be moving forward, to not be looking inward, not be introspective, but to have this kind of rugged exterior. I think it's all about what they project. To project an air of masculinity.
One of the ways that women have tried to tackle that is by saying, well, if that's what it takes, then I'm going to take on male characteristics in order to be a leader in the church. That's certainly one way. I don't know that that's required. I think another way of approaching it is something like, well, does the Bible really tell us that the only people that can be leaders in the church is males? And I don't know that it does. So the reason why I say that, I'm kind of trying to bring out that distinction is because it seems as if being male and female is part of who we are in our identity. But the roles that we attach to those can vary culturally. There are some things, obviously, that are really difficult to change. In fact, naturally, it's really almost impossible. For example, women can have children and men cannot. And so there is something to be said about some roles maybe being more inherently tied, like father and mother. But other roles have to do more with societal expectations. And as we've kind of seen in our own society, but a lot of societies have struggled over history, over what do those roles look like, and to what extent are those roles and expectations inherent to what it means to be a male and a female?
Hi, my name is Bree Oliver, and I was the director of this film.
Hi, I'm Chris Medina, and I was the editor, and we were both the writers of Cry Wolf.
So the film definitely showcases masculinity in both aspects for men and male and female. We see Jacob in the film. He has a masculine car and a really big house, and he has this thing about himself that he's spunky, and he's very confident in who he is, and then you see Mary, who is also masculine, but it comes farther and it becomes a negative because she takes a man role in the relationship. She wears the pants to where she becomes so dominant that Jacob ends up getting abused.